Okay, let's start it off with
Step up. Oh my
getting
god,
a
you're
little
so
too
good,
good at it.
You're so good. It's always one time.
Yeah.
Okay lah. You know, the way last episode ended was a bit unconventional because we didn't know. Usually, we an episode we kind of get a
We kind
rough
of
gist,
predict what we want to talk for the next episode.
before, so we know where to end it off lah. With the food one, we didn't know. We thought we were just gonna end at food and then start
But
afresh.
no. You know what we did?
Like a work of God.
Yeah.
We ended on grandparents, and like the moment we ended, right, we ended the episode.
We
and then,
knew.
like, we
what?
just looked at each other. Like the moment we like, hey, final high five. We look at each other. We're like, that was fucking perfect.
That was good. That was good.
Perfect. Right on dot. So, mate, I think this. Oh, I love my. Oh. I think you go first. You go first.
Dude, honestly,
What's your best memory of your grandparents? You go first.
my best memory of my grandma, right? It's like, dude, till this day, right, I can safely say.
Okay, wait, your grandparents both still alive.
No, my grandpa died when I was like
Which side we talking about?
my mom's side. Okay, so for like context, my mom's side, she lives with us. So only my grandma lives with us. My grandpa, unfortunately, he passed away at a very young age.
So you
Then
didn't get to see him?
unfortunately, but I heard he was a badass.
Mm.
My grandparents on my dad's side live by themselves, which I visit like twice a year, three times a
not
year.
that close, huh?
Yeah,
I think same in the sense where I'm closer to my mom's side grandparents. My dad's side grandparents, we still see them quite often, but I'm not as close.
yeah.
Because my mom's side grandparents, my maternal grandparents, they stayed with me when I was like up till 7, 8
See, my
years old.
grandma still stays with me.
Yeah.
And like you say, you know, I think my best memory with her, right, is okay, I have two core memories with her. One is that every morning, like every weekend, right, the Saturday, Sundays, I always somehow wake up in the morning. And like my grandma's also a early person. So what we do, right, is like we'll just have breakfast together in the kitchen, dead silence, not talking to each other, but just like enjoying each other's
And how
presence.
old were you at this time?
Dude, I was like 7, 8.
So like young,
Like
lah,
young,
like
yeah. So I'll just eat like
Cute.
she'll just make me bread with like butter and stuff.
Did your grandma ever make you the butter and sugar?
Yeah, that's what she
That
did.
was so nice.
Well, she ate whatever she made. And one more is like, okay, so basically for context is when I was younger, I was like quite a notorious kid. Like I was quite rebellious and stuff, threw tantrums and stuff. Didn't want to do this, didn't want to do that. So like, there's this one time I like didn't want to do something, and like my parents punished me, but I retaliated so badly that like my dad had to like bring out the cane and like
Oh, shit.
cane me.
She was
Which,
getting
like,
real.
Yeah, it was so real, it was so bad. Like my tantrums and stuff was so bad. But all my grandma did was like, she protected me. You know, she's like, oh, that's enough. And like when my grandma said that's enough, you know,
The whole family.
the whole family just like,
Shock waves are sent through the household.
yeah,
Everyone just
brother.
stops.
You could feel the aura and stuff. And then like she brought me to her room, and like she asked me if I'm okay and stuff. You know, and then she said like, oh, what happened? And like she comforted me and all. And like during that whole like 2 hour process that I was in her room, dude, I felt nothing but love. And till this day, she's still my number one supporter. Whatever I do, whatever I did, good or bad, she'll still support me either ways. And like she told me how it's a life lesson and stuff, or like, oh, you're doing great and stuff. Which is like, yeah, my parents do that and all, but like my grandma, she's like, dude, she's like the OG supporter, you know.
It's just different with grandma. I think it's like we got a soft spot for them because
Yeah, I
think 'cause
do.
part of it because they're older, they're more fragile. The more whenever they say it just means more.
Yeah,
I think I don't know if
it like
said
hits me.
Yeah, I don't know if I
Like-
phrase it correctly of them being older, but whatever they say it just
Yeah.
means so much more.
Like, you know, cause like my grandma's like, what, 80 something. She's quite old. She's like now wheelchair bound and stuff, right? And like she has like dementia and stuff. But she still remembers me and stuff. Like,
But she mixes up with your brother sometimes, right?
yeah, she makes up with my brother sometimes, but she will like distinctly remember me.
Like what you like. And,
Yeah.
yes.
And like she'll be like, oh, cause like the past few weeks I've been so busy in school, right? They'll like leave house around 9 a.m. I'll come home around 11, 12 p.m. 8 a.m.
AM.
Yeah. And it's like I don't really get to see my grandma. But it was like last Saturday. That was the first time I was like really ever at home and like had a breather for myself. So I just stayed home the whole day. And like my grandma, dude, the first thing she did, she asked me where I was going. Like it was custom.
Yeah.
So I told her I wasn't going anywhere. Dude, she was like smiling, bruh. And then after that, right, cause like my parents came back from Japan, they bought me some clothes to try on. So I tried on. Then she asked me, who bought it? I say, oh, my mom. You like or not? You know what she said? It's like, yes.
Oh,
Then
the validation.
It's validation.
No other girl will give you validation.
Dude, it's so good, right? That she was like this. She's like,
Baik.
dude, she put the thumbs up. I was so happy,
It's
bruh.
cute, especially because they're older than
Yeah.
you do. You know
It's
it's
legit a
genuine.
soft spot.
It's genuine. So wholesome. Wow.
How
For
about
me,
your
right,
grandma?
okay, I got more core memories with my grandpa rather than my grandma. Like, okay, right now I'm only gonna talk about my mother's side, the Indian grandparents, because they stay with me longer, so I got more memories with them. My granddad, wow, this guy, he looks like a hardened criminal.
Dude, he's the most badass person
He
I know.
like botak, but one white beard. Then he got like the straight face. Like last time, he was like one of those like gangsters kind. Like he's like a gangster last time, so he's tough guy, but he's quite short, but he's fat. So
Yeah.
he means business lah. But when I was young, he always sent me to school and picked me up from school in kindergarten. And there was this one day, right? The first time I ever saw him cry. Wow, this one really. Wow. So my kindergarten last time was Maristella Kindergarten, and it's like located at Holland Village. And so there's a traffic light to go out. You have to cross the traffic light to go to the bus stop. But on the right of the traffic light, there was a turning of a road out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw the traffic light was green, and I walked. But the bus supposed to be red. The bus went and he turned. The bus went over my shoe but missed my foot because my granddad put me back. If it wasn't for that, I would have died. I say real, I would have died. Is not many people know this. I don't talk about it often, but that is the closest death I've ever been. My granddad put me like that shoe. You could see the scuff marks. This is a white shoe, but you could see the scuff marks on the bus. And I was not harmed at all. Like I was perfectly fine. It went over my shoe, and I always think this because my granddad, he was one that helped me get a shoe. Right? He always say, "Must have one thumb because your feet might grow." That one thumb saved my
Save
toes
your
from getting
toes.
broken and me. And then after that, we went home. I was young. I thought of nothing. I wasn't that afraid because I was like, oh, I'm fine. It's chill. So I go back home. Then I see my dad. My granddad. He's always sitting on a rocking chair. He had a rocking chair. He was just sitting on it. Then he's usually like live. He'll help my grandma cook or whatnot. He was just sitting down himself. Then my grandma asked him what happened. Then the moment she asked him, right, he just looked down and he started crying. Then I'm one idiot playing with my Lego. I don't know what going on. I see him crying. Wow, I tell you, his eyes right, were like all red. Wow, I was scared because I never thought, because I always had this idea in my head. My granddad was this strong guy, like nothing faced him. Now I saw him cry. That was the first time ever I was.
And it's like, for context, like, you imagine like this like gangster looking dude, bald, thick white beard, like
He
Santa.
got like
It's
last
like
time,
Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's why
He has like a tattoo on his forearm,
earring
tattoo.
last
Yeah.
time. Then he cried.
very fierce man.
Wow, but
Crying.
that one really. I think it was the first time I genuinely didn't know what was going. I was so shocked lah. That was the best. That was one of the comments I had my granddad. And then, wow, oh shit, this was really smart. I don't know people
So-
might think it's not that deep, but to me it was.
So between you and your sibling, right? Between you and your sister, do you think you're the favorite grandchild?
I think so because I'm the younger one. I think because I'm younger than my sister, I'm the favorite child. And when I was young, I was like a goody two shoes. Like I would come back, and my sister would always watching the TV. Then I'd be like, I call my grandma Amachi and my granddad Tata. So Amachi and Tata. I'm like, Amachi, she watching TV. She always watching TV. She gonna spoil her eyes. And then my grandma was call my sister. Then I'll be like, ha ha. Then I'll go and watch TV myself. I was like the goody two shoes kid lah. My sister was not.
I think for me, right, it's like, I don't know why, but my grandma loves me the most, like cereal.
But are you the youngest? You are.
No, I'm
You
not.
got younger
I have a younger sister, but she's not that close to my grandma. Like, out of all my siblings, right, it's me and my second brother who are the closest.
yeah, your oldest brother is.
Yeah. He's like in his own world doing his own thing. And like, out of all four siblings, my grandma could have choose any one of them. But she chose me to be the favorite. Like, for real, like,
Why do you say she's her favorite?
I honestly, till this day, I don't know. But like, all I know is like, I'm very close to her. Cause like, last time when we were younger, right, cause like my auntie would work like night shifts and all. So she'd come back in the morning. So like, when I was younger, what I would do is like, I would only sleep with my grandma.
Same.
It's to the point like, she would kick me out when I'm like older.
No, I always slept in my grandma's bed because my dad, when my dad slept together, and I always slept with my sister slept in her own room, Then my grandpa was asleep, I was asleep, and then my grandma was asleep. So I was in the middle of both of them.
Yeah. It's so dope. And like, I don't know, I just like just spend a lot of time with my grandma. Like, I think half of my childhood is just like me spending time with her. Even like simple things like going down to fetch my siblings, right? I have the option to stay at home, but
No,
I
you just
always
go.
follow my grandma.
I was like that with my grandpa. So he is the one, because, wow, I love him, sir.
I also love my grandma, bro.
He's the one, all the animal cars in the drain, he's the one that always bring me down. Wow.
And like, dude, like thinking back, right? Cause
Have
like,
you ever made her angry? Like,
no,
like, have you ever seen her flip at you? Like, she's.
no, cause I'm like her favorite. So like, no matter how much I piss her off, she
so
still loves me a lot.
I've only pissed off my grandpa once. Because I was making Lego that time. This is another core. So I think if you ask me two core memories, I will name the previous one and this story. I was playing Lego, and my Lego is not the kind where it's a preset build. It's like you just have the pieces and you just put together.
Yeah.
So I was making. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't have a thing in mind. Then I just made. Then it turns out I made like a human figure. Made like a human. And then I was like so excited. I was showing him, Tata look, Tata look, Tata look. And then I think he was cooking or something like that. Then I came out showing. Then I think I annoyed him. He took it out of my hand and he just smashed it right on the floor in front of me.
But that's gangster moves though.
Wow, I was so shocked. Right? I didn't even cry because I was so scared. I was scared, so I just acted like it's fine. I just now walk away. And then my grandma see, then she start crying. Then she scold him, why you do that? Then after that, she tried because then after that I went away and I started crying. Then I see my grandma. She come to me. Then she bring all the Lego. She like bring all the Lego to me. Then she say, "It's okay, don't cry, don't cry. You can fix it." Then she try help me fix. But then it didn't. I don't know how I did it, but it didn't look anything like it. Then 2 3 minutes later, my grandpa comes in. He's crying again. Yeah, these are only 2 times I've seen my grandpa cry, and it's one of my core memories with him.
Damn.
Wow, that one I like. Wow, that has been the most. That one was the most real. I don't know. I'm speechless when it comes to these kind of topics. Like,
There's just so much emotions
There's-
that you don't know where to start from.
exactly. I was sad in the moment, but then after that, I was scared of him because he threw on the floor, and then after that, I felt. And then now looking back, I don't know how he must have felt because I put myself in his shoes. If you have your grandson and you see him cry because of something you did, how you must be feeling, and wow, all the emotions just rush back. Wow,
Oh,
yeah.
dude, speaking of like old people, right? Dude, I swear, old people have like, it's like my soft spot, bruh.
Yeah, man.
You know, the other day,
Old people, they hit on me sometimes. I can't even lie.
oh yeah, sometimes
It's
like,
a hit or a miss.
most of the
mostly
time they're a hit,
Yeah.
but there's sometimes I just want like, pow!
Some old people can get really annoying. Anyways, you continue. What were you saying?
You know, cause like where I school is around Tampines,
Temasek Poly.
Temasek Poly
Shout
around
out.
Tampines, and it's like
What course are you from?
no, shut up. I don't talk
Okay,
about
what
course.
school in Temasek Poly?
Design school.
Design school, okay.
Okay, and like so like me and my friends, we all were like, okay, this is like a new thing. Okay, the past few weeks we've been playing badminton, pickleball, all those things in like
Racket sports, ah?
racket sports all around like our Tampines Hub, cause like it's a sports hub, ma.
Mm.
So we go there, we play, and like, dude, the amount of old people there, right, is actually insane.
I know pickleball is really good for old people because you like keep them moving. And, like,
No, it's
fun.
not people like Tampines Hub
Oh,
itself.
Tampines Hub or Chatham
Yeah.
sport pickleball. No, Tampines
Has
Hub.
a lot of old people there,
Ooh.
especially like wheelchair bound people. And like, dude, it crushes my heart, right? When I see it, I went bouldering, and like when going to the toilet, right, I saw, cause on that day itself, they had live performances
Or
and
like,
like
the old people
yeah.
appreciation day kind of thing.
yeah, and like this old lady, she's wheelchair bound by the way. She's on the second floor where like the bouldering place is at, looking down at the stage and all looking. Dude, this crushed my heart. I legit felt so sad. It's when like she was already wheelchair bound and she wanted to move closer to like the what's
The
that?
wall or
The
whatever. So you
wall,
can see
yeah.
down lah, yeah.
Yeah, the partition.
Uh,
And
like
like
the fan, like the
the
guard.
fan, yeah, the guard.
Yeah.
she was like trying to signal to her, the maid or the helper, trying to ask to like push her. But like I think it's either, I don't know if that was the helper or like that like the helper was like busy with something, but she was calling someone. And like she didn't really bother, which like kind of annoyed me because like, dude, the grandma is already so old.
You
She's
got
like-
one job. You're probably hired
Yeah.
to take care and look after.
Yeah,
the
and it's such
grandma.
a sad thing because like I saw her after like her trying to fend off, like trying to get
Get
attention. She couldn't get attention. So she just like and then she like pushed herself there. I felt like I genuinely wanted to go there to help push her and like talk to her. But like she really like kind of pushed herself there. So I was like,
She got it.
yeah.
She
But it's so
strong.
sad because like old people they are so
In a way, helpless. Certain times
Yeah.
they're very helpless. Like a lot of things they want to do, but they physically cannot.
yeah. And it's like
And they still try at times, and sometimes it doesn't go well. And that is like,
it breaks my heart.
really, because okay, let's say for us, a task, let's say walk up the staircase. Oh, it's easy. We take it for granted. But when you turn old, you
It's-
really want to do
they
it.
really
You
need
need
to
to do it. Sometimes
put
they need
so
to do
much
it. They
effort.
need to do it. Let's say they want to go home. They need to take that few steps up.
Yeah.
They have to do it. They, because of the limitations, they cannot. Then they fall down. Then people are like, then you know there are sometimes when like, maybe it's stuff is on like, I see this advertisement last time where like the boy like this not boy like this son was about like 30 plus. He go and because the grandma fall down, then he scold the grandma. Oh, why you fall down?
Yeah.
You have to pay for your medical bills and whatnot. Maybe it's just an ad lah, but like
But like, damn,
probably
you
happened
should hit,
before.
bruh.
Probably happened. This kind of things is wow.
Dude, there was
It
another
shows the kind of person you are. Like you
There
don't
was-
know how to respect elderly.
there was another time, right, where like this legit crushed my heart. It's whereby me and my girlfriend we were like taking the
When
bus.
was it?
That's like last year. We're
Oh,
taking,
so the most recent one ah.
yeah,
Okay.
we were taking the bus. Okay, and then we were taking happily talking. We suddenly see this old lady on wheelchair like pull up. Her and I think the helper they pulling up. And then like cause the bus of like jam packed, right? The helper had to sit at some other place. So she was just stuck at like the the handicap area there.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
tap out area of the bus ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just stuck over there. And like we were over there also.
Mm.
And then like cause the bus is so packed, right? There was like I think a guy he was carrying a backpack and like he was leaning a bit too back that like it kinda intruded the
Wheelchair space lah.
Yeah.
Touching her almost.
yeah, and like imagine you're on the wheelchair and like the guy's facing here. The backpack was like this.
touching
So-
her already.
So she kinda had to like move to
Ah.
her side and all like she kinda showed that she was like really uncomfortable,
Yeah.
which like made me and my girlfriend like kinda like shag, bro, that's legit damn sad.
And she cannot do anything about it.
And
also,
she
no.
couldn't do anything. And like we were legit contemplating if we
Tell the
were
guy.
to
I don't know. Like
tell
this
the
kind of
guy.
stuff is like people think I am not that deep, but then like if you think from
If
the
you
old
think from
lady's
it, it's
point of view,
so deep. It's to the point that we both got like quite affected that we told the guy, "Oh, you're actually kind of like intruding with the one." And then like it
It was
was
calm, it was
calm that the guy kind of moved and apologized.
Mm.
But like before the guy moved, right, you could see how like terrified. Not
is it
terrified,
actually that
but, like,
bad? I don't know. Like,
Dude, it was
the way,
like
maybe
so-
maybe the way you describe, I cannot.
it was so bad. Like
I cannot
it was
envision
like this.
because
you
to
know?
me, it's just a backpack.
No, but like she's
I cannot
imagine
envision.
this old frail lady.
Like
And like the backpack there moving back and forth.
or like constantly.
Yeah.
No, in my head, it's just a backpack leaning in. So like, it's not that
Nah.
deep. In my head, it's not that deep.
And it's like so sad. But like when like we told the guy to move, she like had like a nice smile at us and like you kinda can see that she said thank you and
appreciated
stuff and
it. Oh.
appreciated it.
Okay, but one thing I cannot appreciate are like those entitled old people.
That's true though.
But I hate I'm sorry. I hate entitled old people.
Entitled old people are so like chill, you're at the retired age, just
No, like, okay, I know I have to be respectful because you're older than me.
no, but sometimes they have like big egos.
exactly, like certain things really are like that time. I don't know. I don't know if it's me or what. I queuing up to buy clothes at H&M. I'm like almost in front. Then this old auntie, she's not even that old. She's like late 50s. Probably,
That's not an old grandma.
bro. Okay, like, mid 60s. Mid 60s. We'll give her mid 60s. She could perfectly walk fine. She was carrying a bag. She was like a tie almost. She just barged in front of me. And I waited quite a while because it was during Black Friday. So the sale was quite long. She barged in front of me. He said, "Oh, sorry, my legs are pain. I can't wait in line. Let me go in front of you." And she did that with like a smirk in her face. Like, okay, sure. Give her the benefit of the doubt. Her
Yeah.
leg was pain.
But like
I know it wasn't. I know it was not pain for I know it wasn't painful. She barged in front of the whole like people wait like 15-20 minutes. She just barged. And then we're like, oh, my legs are pain. Sorry. Then she just go. She didn't even say, can I go? She just went in front. And then sorry, my legs are pain. And I'm going to pay. I'm like,
No, it's like
that,
if your legs are pain and stuff, and you sit it in a
nice,
well-mannered
be nice
way.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, like I'll let you slide. But like, it's the fact that she said
They
it in
think
that
they are entitled to a
Yeah.
cut of the line just because.
they are old.
Yeah, like if you talk about it nice, be nice about it. I think it just at the end of the day, be nice about it. You will get your way 99% of the time. But if you're rude and obnoxious about it, it's not gonna happen.
That's
I
true,
can
though.
respect you no matter like. I really, even if you're like a 20-year-old dude, you tell me, bro, my legs pain. Do you mind if I just hop in front of you? Yeah, sure. Why not? Your legs pain. I'm perfectly fine. But just don't be rude about it. Basically, don't be rude about it. Being rude about it doesn't help anyone.
It's like elderlies have my heart,
Mm.
but when it comes to being rude and stuff, it's like
Yeah, at least got like the two ends of the spectrum. Like either the most lovely
it's like
people,
lovely or hate.
bro. Yeah,
There's no in-betweens.
They are like sometimes they can be so I don't know lah. So many. Okay. Okay. It's like so many occasions where old people are just so rude to you,
That's true. That's
and it
true.
annoys me so many times. And okay, I want to play a bit of a race experience here because I'm dark skinned. You know, mom's in there. A lot of Chinese aunties, right?
Yeah.
Naturally, they just become more
Racist.
The people who are younger, like below 50, they're all quite chill. For the most part, they're quite chill. But all my experiences with racism have come
From
old,
old aunties.
primarily Chinese aunties. I'm sorry, but it's true. Countless times, I'm sitting on an MRT train. I'm sitting on a train. Okay, we give you two. There's two things that could happen. Either I'm sitting on a train and there's an empty seat next to me, and there's no one sitting next to me, and there's an old auntie there. She walks on the train. I offer, auntie, do you want to sit down? No, I don't want. I leave the train. I see her sit right on the seat. And I know for a fact it's not because I'm smelly. I know for a fact it's because I'm not smelly. It's not because I'm smelly. And then another time, this one was a bit. Okay, wait. I was. Wow, wait. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so like.
It's okay.
So I was on the train. Okay, maybe it's just old aunties are racist in general. Like,
Maybe so.
maybe. Like I got see old auntie, right? Score Indian guy. Say, you're not from this country, why are you sitting down on this seat? I'm like, what the heck is going on? He probably built the train track which the train is running on and told him he can't sit down. The guy sitting right next to me, the auntie is there, scolding him. And the thing is, right, there were empty seats elsewhere to sit. But she wanted him to get up and get out of the seat. Oh, like I was just more shocked than anything. Like, if grandma you're like that, wow, pity sia. Wow, really? Entitled old people. I love old people, don't get me wrong, I love old people.
We love grandmas.
I would like to think I'm a respectful person.
I would like to think I'm a respectful person too.
Old people. Oh, la, get me quite annoyed at times. I talk a lot, this one. My mouth like a bit dry already. Sorry, guys.
Bro, that last round was crazy though.
I really go on and on and on. I got more, yeah. But like, 我可以讲华语 I can speak Chinese. So you see, when I talk to the auntie, right, I purposely won't say. I will talk normal.
Okay, I think moral of the story is at the end
Wait,
of
I
the
never
day.
finished.
At the end of the day.
I never finished.
At the end of the day.
Then I was
we
speaking Chinese.
love.
And then I will speak in Chinese, right? Then the auntie, wow, 你可以讲华语. Then she will go on there and she will love me. So that's the only thing I like about old Chinese ladies sometimes. They like, when you can speak Chinese to them, they love you. That's what I like.
At the end of the
At the
day,
end of the day.
we love old people.
We love old people.
We
I love my
grandmas.
grandma.
I love my grandma too.
I love you, Tata. I love you, Machi.
I love you, moms.
Oh, I love you, mother.
Yeah,
We love everyone. Lah.
We love everyone.
Okay.
Spread no hate.
Except
Yeah, that's
to
a
people
crazy-
who like. Actually, no lah. Spread love, don't spread hate.
Yeah, spread love, spread hate. We
Spread
love.
love, spread hate. Spread love only, no hate.
Spread, yeah, love
Spread
only, no
love
hate.
only, no hate.
We love everyone.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for you to say it.
Everyone, I love you, everyone. We love you,
Yep.
everyone.
Good job.
Okay, good job. Okay, thank you very much. This has been a good episode number 9. Hui, fast Next episode number 10. We've hit a decade of episodes. Decade is 10, right?
Yeah.
Amen.
I think
10 is decade. A decade of the rosary. Amen. Ciao guys. Bye bye.